Hello and welcome to the Street Crime UK YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Today we look at 5 men who have been jailed for a total of 135 years after being convicted of killing 23-year-old Reese Ottaway in Northampton. Cameron Higgs, aged 20, Jordan Crowley, also known as Jordan Kimpton, aged 21, Alfie Drake, 20, and Addison Smith, 20, were given life sentences for Reese's murder. Ethan Sterling, aged 22, was given a 14-year sentence after being found guilty of manslaughter. Their 6-week trial heard how Mr. Crowley had previously bought cannabis from Reese before the 5 defendants came up with the plan to rob him of drugs and cash. After bursting into his flat at Cordwainer House in Byfield Road, the group attacked Reese with weapons including a machete, knife, BB gun and a baseball bat. Despite the best efforts of his friends, police and paramedics, Reese died at the scene. Sentencing the 5 at Northampton Crown Court, Judge Adrienne Looking said, "All 5 of you joined in a conspiracy to rob Reese Ottaway, expecting him to have received a delivery of drugs and possess up to £30,000 in cash. Reese Ottaway was seen by your group as a rival drug dealer. As a group you attacked him, inflicting 22 wounds, of which 3 were fatal and other injuries." She added she was satisfied Reese was never in possession of a knife during the incident. Speaking outside court, Senior Investigating Officer Detective Chief Inspector Joe Banfield of the EMSOU Major Crime Team said, "I would like to commend Reese Ottaway's family and friends, particularly his parents and step-parents, for the dignified way they have conducted themselves throughout the trial. It has been an extremely difficult time for them, made more difficult at times due to the attitude and behaviour of the defendants and some of those who attended court in support of them. No one is making excuses for Reese's lifestyle or how he chose to make his money. 5 other young men have quite rightly been sent to prison and will spend the rest of their youth and a significant part of the rest of their lives behind bars. A successful outcome demonstrates the ability of Northamptonshire Police to respond to and investigate the most serious crimes committed within our county. My team, the reviewing lawyer and 2 counsel engaged on this case, have worked tirelessly to bring these young men to justice, and sentences are the culmination of a high-quality 9-month-long investigation. Lastly, I hope these sentences send a very loud and clear message to those that believe they can make money by taking from others and those that see the carrying and use of knives as acceptable." Mr. Higgs of Chestnut Close, Milton Masor, was sentenced to custody for life with a minimum term of 28 years for murder and 12 years for conspiracy to commit robbery, to be served concurrently. Mr. Crowley, also known as Mr. Kimpton of Sam Harrison Way, Duston, was jailed for life with a minimum term of 34 years for murder and 11 years and 3 months for conspiracy to commit robbery, to be served concurrently. He was also sentenced to 2 extended sentences totaling 15 years, to be served concurrently, for 2 counts of grievous bodily harm with intent for his part in a machete attack on the man in Northampton's Eastern District, and an attack in Wellington Borough Road, Northampton, where a man was slashed in the face with a knife. Mr. Drake of Clover Street, Upton, was sentenced to custody for life with a minimum term of 28 years for murder and 13 years and 6 months for conspiracy to commit robbery, to be served concurrently. A suspended sentence for Mr. Affray was also activated, to be served concurrently. Mr. Smith of No Fixed Address was sentenced to custody for life with a minimum term of 31 years for murder and 12 years for conspiracy to commit robbery, to be served concurrently. Mr. Smith was also sentenced to 10 years and 9 months with an extended licence period of 3 years and 4 months for 1 count of grievous bodily harm with intent, and a total of 4 years and 4 months, also to be served concurrently, after admitting trying to smuggle heroin, cannabis and 3 mini mobile phones into Bedford Prison. Mr. Sterling of Bulkelwell Court, Lumbertubs, was sentenced to 14 years for manslaughter and 14 years after he was convicted for conspiracy to commit robbery, to be served concurrently. So what are your thoughts about these 5 men who were sentenced to a total of 135 years combined for the murder of Reese Ottaway? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, stay safe.